Self-improvement is ruining your life. Self-improvement is ruining your life. Let me extend on this, brother. You think that you have something inside of you. You are afraid of approaching girls. You have anxieties. You might not necessarily have the physical body that you are craving to be, or what you are seeing on the Instagram that every model has or have. You go out there and look up at YouTube and see all these people reading a book a week, working out 3 hours a day, making $1 million at 21-year-old, as a 21-year-old. And you see all these things out there, all these people who are having all these or achieved all these extraordinary results, and you're craving to be one of them. And please, please, tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong with this. But for me personally, and I do believe this is for 99% of people, and I would like to talk about men over here, do take on this journey because of something they do feel, at least I did feel, and I suppose the 99% of people, of men, do this because of we have something, kind of a craving, we want to do more. We have a kind of a feeling that something is missing, a kind of a lack of self-efficiency, kind of a lack of self-fulfillment, that something is just missing, something is just not right. You know, I'm not good enough. And because of this feeling that I'm not good enough, we are willing to take on this journey of no fap, of certain diets, of working out, of doing the cold showers, of really taking on this path of a man. To become a man, this hard path to become a man. And so what is happening over here, brothers and sisters, is that we are on this path. And in the very beginning, just for you to understand this, I'm talking from my personal experience. And I do believe that this experience did happen with people. I'm not the first one. And this experience, even more importantly, is similar to many people who are on this journey, or who are considering to take this journey on, or take on this journey. I have something inside of me that I'm chasing. I have something inside of me that I'm chasing, brother. I want to become better every single day. I don't ever get enough. You know, like one day I'm running 10 rounds, the next day I'm running 12. After a year, I'm running 20, but I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry to do more. I'm still hungry to do more. And let me tell you here my biggest realization on this journey, which is perhaps that it is great when you're hungry. The problem begins when you have a void inside of you and you're trying to fill that by achieving something, or by chasing or pursuing something. For example, I used to have kind of a very serious social anxiety, and from place to place I just got that, you know, like social anxiety. And a big thing for me was all the time to go out there and talk with people, and this was a huge part of my life all the time, to fight with this dragon of mine. And especially with girls, And so, what have happened over there, or throughout the times, is that I thought that when I would have a body which could be considered as a hot male body, you know, like 6 abs, all those things, and then all those anxieties will be gone, and everything will be all good. But the point over here is that now I'm at that place, and nothing have changed. Nothing have changed, brother. The same thing with making money, you know. It's like, I thought that, bro, like, when I finally will be running my business, I'll be all good because I'll be making my own money. I'll be my own boss. Everything will be solved. It's even worse. It's even worse because you have this freaking responsibility on your shoulders. So it's like, it's even worse, bro. I have to tell you, like, I just go back to party and not to take responsibilities and all, and don't have money. You know, like, fuck that shit. I didn't tell this. Okay? And so the actual problem begins when we start to do this journey, not because we are hungry, not because we are hungry to be more, to become better, but we are doing this journey so therefore we can just fight with these demons, and we are just running from something. And we are just so desperately running after all these things because we are just going on the Instagram and seeing guys in our ages driving Lamborghinis. And man, like, I'm not there yet. You know, like, something is wrong with me. And you start all these you're starting to beat yourself up. You're starting to put on all of these unrealistic expectations from yourself. For example, becoming a millionaire under a year, without coach, without money, without prior knowledge, which is freaking... If you're not a genius plus lucky at the same time, that will not fucking happen, bro. That will not fucking happen, and you can ask anyone. You can ask anyone who ever made any money. It's like, that will not happen, you know, like, under a year, without prior knowledge, without the background, without mentoring, without money, and no fucking way that you will become a millionaire under a year. It's like unrealistic. The same thing as like losing, for example, 10 kilograms of fat under 6 weeks. It's like, yeah, maybe that can happen, but many times it's like not. You know, like, you need more time. You need more time. You need more time for that. And so the actual problem is not that we are setting up all these goals, but we are just simply getting to this place that we are envying all these people, and we think about ourselves that, bro, this is just not a good place that we are at, and we start to think about ourselves wrongly. And so what is happening is that we are just setting up all these unrealistic goals or setting up these unrealistic expectations as we are beating up ourselves. Bro, how the freaking hell you're not a millionaire yet? You told next year that you will become a millionaire by this year. And I'm like, man, like, bro, like, what the fucking happening is, like, I've been working every single fucking day throughout the last year and I'm not a millionaire. Like, what the fucking hell is wrong? And I'm like, wait a minute, like, look at all of my peers, like, fucking none of them is a millionaire, you know. It's like, yeah, there is one in 100,000 that became a millionaire, which, you know, hell knows, perhaps began the journey before, and so on and so forth. And so the actual problem begins when we just simply go out there and start to look up all these people and start to solve the things that is inside of us by setting up all these expectations which are unrealistic, so therefore we can solve something that is again inside of us. And brothers and sisters, perhaps the greatest realization on this journey is that when you are doing this whole thing for long enough, and you're just going through that thing, and you're getting finally that thing that you're craving for, the body, the money, the no-fap, the results, whatever it might be, then you will just simply get also something which is perhaps the greatest gift, is that you will realize that nothing is there. You will be not solving your problems. And that actual realization is the thing that you're looking for, brothers and sisters. And that thing is the thing that you're looking for, because now that you figure it out, now that you realize that, man, I'm the one who's setting the fucking rules. And now that you've gone through that journey, and now that you know how it feels to have the fucking 6 abs, now that you know how it fucking feels that you're making your own fucking money with your own damn business, and now that you know how it damn feels when you're reading as much as humanly fucking possible, and you're pushing the shit out of yourself every single day because you're doing sports every single fucking day, then you're realizing there's nothing fucking there, brother. Like, I'm better, for example, like self-improvement, like semen retention, so if I'm combining, and I just want to be super realistic with this shit over here. If I'm combining NoFap and semen retention and reading and self-improvement and working out and everything, I'm supposed to be so fucking much better than everyone else around me that it's like I'm supposed to be a superhuman. And yes, there are some fields when I could be considered as like superhuman. For example, with my stamina, it's like waking up, working all day long, eating one meal, working out 2-3 hours. It's like I can do that. But the actual point is that I'm not any better. So it's like I'm not at a place when like everything is solved and I'm God. It's like no. And the actual point that I want to say to you over here is that, man, you will be not getting there. You are the captain of your ship. But now that you have the confidence that you are on that part of the crew, or you are on that part of the journey, when you've gone through that, and when you see that those things are not bringing you the things that you are craving to do, that you are so much craving, then you will have to understand that this is you. This is you who are setting up all these expectations. This is you who are setting up all these fears. This is you who is doing all these unrealistic, unnecessary pushes upon yourself. And this is actual realization. And this is the greatest thing that I've been able to realize, is that I'm the one. I'm here, brother. This is the shit. You know, it's like nothing have changed. I mean, like many things have changed, but like not in a way that I expected them to be changed and will be solving all of my problems, which have been the initial initiative or incentive, if you will, so for me to start this journey. And so this is also a Stoic principle. I just realized it throughout shooting this video. This is also a Stoic principle that you cannot control your circumstances. And this will be a broken freaking Greek word, but just to phrase up everything and just to connect it with the bigger picture, I cannot control my circumstances. I cannot really control how my body looks like at this very moment. But I can control my inner space. I can control myself, that I will not be choosing that I'm beating up myself and I'll be sleeping back and we'll be choosing to drink another Coke and play video games all day long. But I'll be like, bro, like I can change this thing up, and I'm just like putting up the freaking running shoes and going out there. So I know that I will be losing weight in a few months. The same thing, I don't have to push myself. I don't have to push myself to reach all of these goals. These goals are all set by me, and many times coming from all these anxiety and coming from all these insecurity that is inside of us. And so, brothers and sisters, I want you to do, if you're doing on this journey, to really look out for that, because you can hurt yourself. Because you can think that just because you're not a millionaire yet, or just because you're not at that goal yet, then you're wrong and something is bad. And so you can know that you've arrived, quote unquote arrived, which I do think that we never do, because this is also what I do believe, is that a natural human instinct to just simply always want to do more and reach up to your potential, look up and try to reach up to your potential. That we are doing and we are hunting something, but you quote unquote arrive when you realize that you don't really have to arrive to anywhere, because you're the one who's controlling this and this. And so paradoxically, for me at least, that journey or these realizations came from actually going through and trying to pursue that. So brothers and sisters, a little bit more philosophical over here, but this is the background over here. This is something that is actually worthwhile. You know, these realizations, when you have so little throughout life, but they are so clear. I'm the one here in my mind, in my soul, who's controlling this shit. It is not about doing the workouts. It is about trying to find the truth. And you know what? I want to finish this whole thing up. Fuck Fuck listening to everyone else. Fuck listening to me. Fuck listening to the guy who is telling you that you're supposed to be losing weight. Fuck listening to the people who's telling you that you're supposed to be making money. Fuck every fucking one else out there. This is you, bro. This is fucking you who can decide whether you want to become rich, whether you want to become healthy. What the freaking hell is your goal? And this is how this whole journey and this whole culture is ruining us. You have to become a millionaire by 22, else you're a waste of time. You're a failure. Bro, don't listen to those fucking people. Set your own fucking limits and compare yourself to yourself. Man, like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't want to reopen the topic, but you're the one. You're the one. Stop listening to all those people. Find your own truth. Find your own truth. Meditate more. Face with your own fucking pains and own demons. Because that's the place that you're looking for, bro. Not outside of you. Love.